Marcus here, and yeah, short sleeves. Look, it's like summer. It is summer here. It's 29th of June today, and we're having a heat wave in the UK, especially where we live in the south. It's very hot, very humid. The next few days going to be 30, 32 degrees or more. And at the moment, it's about 26, 27, which for us is like middle of a heat wave. It's summer. And yeah, it's all change. Everything's changing, of course. And people talk about change as a bad thing. But change is just the natural evolution. I've talked before about the yin yang symbol, the Tai Chi symbol, actually. And it's all about unity, not two separate parts of unity. It's actually all about the fact that unity is constantly changing. I did a video about this before, and I've also done workshops regarding this and videos as well somewhere. So when we have the yin yang symbol, and we have, I can't really describe it, you got the two things moving, and the yin and the yang are constantly changing. Large yin begats small yang. Large yang begats small yin. Small yang becomes large yin. Small yin becomes large yang. Constantly. Sometimes this way, sometimes that way. Sometimes this way, sometimes that way. It's part of the oneness. There's constant change in the physical state. And this is about our physicality. It's not necessarily about everything in the universe, because the videos I've done on unity and other things, I rely on my belief in the system called Tzimtzum, which is a theory about the creation by Isaac Luria, very famous Kabbalist in hundreds and hundreds of years ago, 13, 14, 1500s, wherever it was. And he developed this system about creation, which you can look up. It's very interesting. I've done videos about that as well. And basically what that's about is the fact that from the nothingness, God, supreme being, the oneness, created a space. And in that space, he created yin and yang so that creation could be conceived. Now, don't get to me if you're a Kabbalist and you say, oh, that's not what he said. I'm just breaking it down very, very quickly, okay? You can look it up. I've done videos about it before. So what we're talking about now is the yin and yang are a part of physicality, the part of physicality that is about everything being constantly changing. Now, in our lives, while we're alive here in this ascension time, this great time to be alive on Earth, although at times it seems like, everything's going great, and then all of a sudden there's wars everywhere. I mean, there's always wars, to be honest, but we don't always hear about them, from the media, let's say. We don't need to travel that route at the moment, but we don't always hear of the wars, but they're always going on. And at the moment, there's lots of heavy things going on that could cause lots of disruption and mayhem and murder and chaos. But that doesn't stop us who are on our ascension journey from trying to get to where they're going by living a good life, by being in your heart as much as possible, by being joyful as best you can, by doing things that make you happy, that make you joyful. Try not to listen to too much of the fear that's out there, because it does bring us down, me included. Sometimes I get dragged down. Try not to listen to it. And if you do listen to it, try not to let it affect you. Let it roll over you, not into you. Okay. That's a secret if you can do that. So what I'm trying to get at is when we live this lifetime. In fact, my guides told me, I know I'm all over the shop, but I'm alive, not dead, I'm alive. And everything's off the top of my head as usual. So something that's come up recently for us is the fact that sometimes when you're trying to be really in your heart and in your space and you're trying to be real positive about life, someone throws what Americans call a curveball. And all of a sudden, your whole life's turned upside down. Everything's going mayhem and what we're going to do, how we're going to cope, what we're going to do with that. And of course, I was told some years back by my guides, by the Arcturians, by the archangels, that everything that happens to us is to make us who we need to be. That everything that happens is an event. It's not a bad event. It's not a good event. It's just an event. An event that takes us where we need to be the best person and the best life we can have at that time now. So everything that happens is for that reason. So we don't want to, or don't need to, in fact, think of these events that seem to be chaos or life-changing in a way that is bad. Because once you start going, oh, woe is me, what am I going to do? How am I going to cope with this? Oh, God, why me? Who's attacking me? Who's blaming me? Who's using the needles into blame? You know, all that rubbish. It's not that at all. It's purely your life. Our life is guiding us to the place that we need to be. Not so much physically, but sometimes physically as well. To be in a state of being that we can be who we need to be. My dear friend Robert always said, nothing makes God laugh louder than when you tell him your plans. And it's so true. God knows our plans. The Supreme Being knows our plans. Our life, we know our plans, actually. We knew when we came in what our plans were. It's just that once we get into the physical life, we're made to, it's a fact that we're told to forget the plans. Otherwise, it will alter how we live our life. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to alter our life. We want to live the life that we came in to live, that we knew we wanted, that we knew we needed. That's why we've organized it the way we have. But once we're here in the physical, oh, why me? Why is this happening to me? Now, I was just saying to someone earlier, my darling wife, of course, once we do that, once we go, oh gosh, why is this happening? I wish things would be better. I'm living such a good life and I'm trying my best. I'm trying to do the work. I'm trying to help others. I'm trying to spread the light. So why is this happening? Once you do that, which we tend to do, we're normal, we're humans. It's a natural thing. But once you do that, you might as well go like this. Oh, dear me, dear me, dear me. Because what you should be doing is going, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this change that has taken me where I need to be. Thank you for these changes in my environment that are taking me where I need to be. Thank you for this change of my lifetime because it's taken me where I should be now. And that's the secret. Because once you do that, you're open, just being and allowing in, allowing to come into you what you need to make your life a happy, joyful, good life. I know it sounds difficult, and it is. To be honest, this is something I learned in my Akari that I practiced in the 80s, the healing, the Japanese healing. And they used to they had a system called aganahi, which was meaning compensation. And basically, the way I understood it and the way I practiced it is that the karma that we naturally tend to run away from and try and hide from is what we should be running towards with open arms, open heart, and embracing it, saying, come to me, let me change you, let me open my heart to you, let it be. I'm ready to make amends, to change the effect of what happened. Aganahi. Embrace what's coming to you. Don't run away from it. Don't try and hide from it. Because you can do that. But what happens is you're not going to be who you need to be when you should be. It'll be longer. It'll take longer. The road will be harder, not easier. So as this has come to mind, I wanted to put it out. I know it might sound a bit gobbledygook to some, but the thing is, it's very important lesson for me and others, no doubt. Stay in your heart. Understand that everything that's coming to you is to make you who you need to be. So try and embrace it as best you can. Try and enable it to change your life easily by being in your flow. Do look at the videos about being in your flow. That will help. Until next time. Big times are coming. I've said this. Big times are on the way. Get yourself ready. Be in your best place. Be in the right place. Here, here, and here. Namaste. Thank you for listening. Until next time.